Hey guys, this is just going to be a random vlog on social anxiety today. I kind of have a lot to talk about. Well, mainly it's about my job. What else did I want to talk about? Yeah, just really about my job. So today, I was scheduled at around, 4 to 10:45, and I was completely fine with that. That's what I wanted. I wanted all those hours, so I could get money. So me and my manager, we agreed on it. And tomorrow I was going to work the same hours basically as well. Now, here's what happened. Now, the reason why I got off so early, and I'm really pissed off about it, but it was my job today to do the drive-through, which was fine because I'm not very good at it because I have only like 2 hours of experience prior to this day. So, I'm bound to mess up one way or another, at least once. Anyways, let me think what happened. So yeah, so I've been doing it today I did it for around an hour. Everything was going fine. The drive-through wasn't too busy. It was pretty slow. Everything was going fine, a few cars at a time, no big deal. And I got all the orders right and everything. And then this lady, she was very rude. I'll tell you what she did, but here's what happened. So she got this really big order. It was around $40 or so. And it was a lot of things. So it was getting me anxious at the time because now my mind is just everywhere right now. And anyways, I put all her stuff down and I went over her order one time with her. Now I'm very nervous at this point. So the first time I went over her order, she's like, "It's fine. Everything looks good." And then I was like, "Are you sure?" She's like, "Yes. Do you want to go over it again?" I was like, "Sure." So I went over it the second time. Then she's like, "Hold on, I think something's wrong. Could you go over it once more?" So I'm like, "Alright." So the third time, now she gets aggravated. Yet she's the one asking me to go over it the third time. Now she's just aggravated because it's not going her way. It's taking up time. So I'm like, "Alright." Tell her the third time. She's like, "Alright, that's fine. That's all I want." And from here, I'm getting backed up on orders. There's like 3 other cars behind her after she pulls in. So her order's getting made. And, I tell her the total. Then she's like, "Alright, it's fine." So I give her the receipt. She's like, "Oh, wait. You didn't give me this and that." I forget what her order was exactly, but I forgot 2 things. And basically what happened was, so my manager comes in. Now he's pissed off at me. He's like, "Wait, what did you do? You messed up the order." I was like, "No." She said the orders were fine. We went over it 3 times. He's like, No. So now he's pissed at me. And she's like, "You know what? After we made her food, we brought the other 2 items for her." She's like, "You know what? I don't even want this. I want my money back." And I was like, wow. So, and it was all on me. So, and my manager was super pissed off at me. But anyway, she ends up getting her money back, the $40 or so, maybe a little over. Gets her money back. All the food is thrown away, basically, just a waste of food. I was like, wow, this lady really did that, put me through all that. I confirmed it with her 3 times, and she did that. So my manager was super pissed off. He's like, "You know what? I think you can go a little early today." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Oh, you messed up on the drive-through." I was like, "Alright." And from that point, I wasn't even anxious anymore. I was just pissed off because I really wanted the hours. I'm trying to save up for a car. I was doing a great job too. It's just that, it's just one person has to ruin your day, and But anyways, yeah, I ended up only doing 4 hours today instead of like the 6 or 7 that I was supposed to. So I'm a little bummed out. Got off around 2 hours ago. No, actually an hour ago. But yeah, when I got out, I was feeling kind of depressed. I still am kind of. I was actually more suicidal when I got out early. I don't feel like that now. Luckily, it wore off a lot quicker than it usually does, but I'm feeling fine now. I'm just depressed. Yeah, so fast food and social anxiety doesn't really go well. But you know, it's one hell of an exposure, I'll tell you that. My anxiety, it hasn't been too bad actually going to work. I'm used to it now, dealing with people and customers. It's just, you know, there's always going to be that one person that either you work with or a customer that will ruin your day. And, you know, it's one of those things, like, it's not the end of the world if you don't get, you know, your order right. You know, the world's not going to freaking blow up if you didn't get your Whopper and all that shit. You know, this other kid I was working with, the one douchebag I was talking about, I guess I put in one too many fries, and that kind of, he's like, oh, that's not how you do it. And then I was like, okay, the world's not going to blow up. You know, he's making it sound like if I did that, the universe would just come to an end. You know, people are pathetic. You know, I went back home and I laughed. Because it's pathetic at the end of the day. Like, who cares? It's just, you're going to get your order. Just be a little patient. I know it's fast food, but that's just how it is sometimes. You know, when we're backed up on orders like that, there's a lot of people coming in. But yeah, right now, I have a lot to talk about, I guess, but sorry if that took a long time. I just want to vent this to you guys. I hope it made sense. So yeah, right now, on Monday, because I work tomorrow and Sunday as well. So on Monday, I'm going to bust my ass, take the city bus, and find a bunch of places and just apply everywhere, because I don't want to work there anymore at Burger King. It's not the best place to work, honestly. It's just there's too many douchebags that work there, and I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm too good of a person to do that. You know, all of us people with social anxiety, don't ever let anyone bring you down like that. Like, it's not worth it. You're a better person than they are. You know, don't deal with shitty people like that in the world. You know. You know, I'm gonna do it with willpower. On Monday, I'm doing it. I have ambition right now, and I'm pretty sure I could maintain it. But yeah, Monday I'll take the bus, and I'm just gonna find a bunch of places to apply, and I'm gonna do it. I will do it. I'm not gonna try. I will. And if I get a job, like an interview or anything, which I doubt it, but I will try. I will. If I get a call and they say they want me, I'm going to just quit that job. I'm not even going to put in my 2-week notice. I don't care at all. Just get my check and get the fuck out of there. Sorry for my language. But that's my plan. That's what I'm going to do. And, yeah, you know, thank you everyone also who's giving me friend requests on Facebook. I really appreciate it. Everyone who's inboxing me. And please give me some time too when you inbox me, because I know some people, they think I ignore them, but I don't. I get back to everyone. It does take me a while sometimes. You know, I'm either at work or I'm doing homework, which I'm actually off school now, so I'll probably respond a little quicker now. But anyways, thank you all. Just keep the requests coming as well. Inboxes, all that. I really appreciate it. You know, it means a lot to me when I have this many viewers, people watching me who actually care. You know, it makes my day at work better. You know, when I see your guys' comments and stuff. You know, the other day, I don't really want to say this, but I cried because, you know, after I got off work, I cried because I saw all the comments that I got, you know, after a pretty shitty day. And it just means a lot that, you know, I have this to live for as well, and make videos, you know, share my experiences with this. So yeah, I'm going to leave the video at that, and I'll see you guys next time.
So, it's that time again. vlog time, because I haven't been making a vlog in a while now. Gosh, I'm always so anxious when I'm making these vlogs, and it always takes me several tries. This is like my third attempt at making this video. It's really difficult to make vlogs. I keep expecting someone to dislike my videos or something, send a hate message or something. So far, the feedback has been really good in YouTube. Everyone's so nice. So I'm really glad for that. I don't have many subscribers, but all my subscribers are special to me. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this video. So I have a new psychologist now. I've had two appointments with my psychologist so far, and so far it's been good. I really like my new psychologist, and she seems like she knows what she's actually doing in regards to social phobia and it looks like she has a lot of experience with dealing with these kinds of anxiety problems. And the last time I went, I was like looking around, and there was a whole bunch of like books related to anxiety and stuff. So yeah, she probably knows what she's doing. My previous psychologist wasn't very good. It was just, I don't know, he just didn't know how to help me, I guess. It wasn't, I don't know, just didn't quite click, you know. I guess it is just like that. That it might take you you might go through several appointments with different psychologists before you find the one that's right for you. You know, you just gotta keep looking. So she gave me this paper with 3 columns in it. The first column is where I'm supposed to describe a situation or a memory, a dream, or a strain of thought that causes me undesirable emotions. And in the second column I'm supposed to measure the intensity of my anxiety in that situation, and also the intensity of other emotions like sadness, anger, you know. And then in the third column I'm supposed to bring out the thought that comes to mind, and all the thoughts that came to mind in that situation, and measure how much I believe that thought to be true. So I've been doing that so far. It really helps to write those thoughts down. I guess the point of it is to try to later change those thoughts. And yeah, I remember I told you in my previous video that I added some people in my friends list, and of course I've been trying to talk to them, but been really difficult just to say hi, to someone. So it was 2 weeks ago. Finally, someone got up the courage to finally say something and talk to this one of them that I added. And she's this kind of person who's just really easy to get along with. At least that's what it looks like to me. You might stay in the hospital, she looked like this really lively and energetic person. It's just fun to be around. But she has described to me that she has also had social phobia before, and she's been dealing with these kind of problems and still deals with anxiety, and I guess it's just something. Social phobia is just something that never fully leaves you. It's just gonna it's a disorder, I guess. There is no real cure for it, I guess. I guess it can get better, but I don't think it will ever fully go away. So she's still dealing with that to some extent. Yeah, it was really difficult for me to talk to her in Facebook, because I didn't know what to say, what to talk about. I have this big fear that people perceive me as being weird or strange, or boring, all these negative things. The main thing is I think that people think that I'm weird. So yeah. But I guess it went pretty well. I don't think I did too bad. I just don't know. I'm supposed to do it again this week, but I don't know how I'm gonna do it. My psychologist told me that maybe ask her out to go to a movie, see a movie or something. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. But at the same time, I don't want to lose the potential friendship. Another friend, I've lost so many potential relationships, and opportunities just pass me by because anxiety just gets the better of me most of the time. Most of the time I just mess up completely. I just can't make friends. It's just so difficult to make friends when you have social phobia. Yeah, and I've still been going to my other doctors, my psychiatrist also, and since I've been having real trouble sleeping, she prescribed me some more antidepressants that make me sleepy. She didn't want to exactly write out the sleeping pills. I don't know why. The antidepressants, the medication that she prescribed me, does the trick, at least for me. It makes me really sleepy, and I have just huge trouble getting up in the morning out of bed. It's just so difficult. Even if I put the alarm clock on, like, I might get out of bed, but close the clock, but I always land back in the bed, and as soon as I close my eyes, usually I'm already in deep sleep. I'm already dreaming something. And yeah, so I'm taking 2 sets of antidepressants, one in the morning and the one at night before going to sleep. And they also taking diazepam for it used to be 3 times a day. Now I'm taking it 2 times a day, but I'm sure I'm supposed to, soon I'll be taking only once a day, because it's not a long-term medication, and you can't get off it very quickly. It has to be gradual. So they've been slowly lowering my dosage of diazepam. Always, they made me go to this group, this social group. It's not like for specifically a group for social phobics. It's a mix of different people with different problems. There are all kinds of people. It's not very large. It's like 5 to 7 people. And today is that day again when I have to go there. And I don't know if I'm gonna go. Because it is just so difficult. But my doctors constantly keep telling me that you have to keep going there, because you can't stay indoors, you have to get out. Sure, that's a part of that, part of the solution. I do have to put myself out there. I do have to go out and, try to socialize. Or just to be around people, for starters. Because if I'm just gonna stay in this room, I'm just gonna relapse back and nothing is gonna change. But I'm also supposed to, do something about my thinking, but supposed to, I guess, rewire my thinking patterns. So that's what I'm doing. We're doing in the cognitive behavioral therapy with my psychologist, is to try and change my thinking patterns. But yeah. What's the clock? Oh my gosh. I have to go in an hour. I'm so nervous. I'm always so nervous to go there. Sometimes I can't, most of the time, I can't say anything. I'm just sitting there in the room with all the people. I'm just nervous, like really anxious and shaky, and most of the time I can't get anything out. And if I do get something out, it just comes out weird with like a shaky voice, or because I'm just so terrified. They're gonna judge me based on my performance in this situation, or they think I'm weird. This is the biggest one. want to be normal. I just want to like fit in someone. I don't want to be different. And sometimes, you know, it's too, you know, it's led by two females, this whole group. Sometimes they pressure me to say something, they ask me a question or something, and I'm like, I'm trying, I know the answer, I'm trying to get it out, but I just can't get it out. I just keep thinking constantly, like, how it's gonna sound and everything. It's so frustrating. Just try constantly, and most of the time I just fail constantly. I still keep fighting it. I still keep putting myself out there. I'm trying. Because I don't want to sit here in my room the rest of my life. I can't. I mean, I'm gonna have to find a new job. I feel this pressure to provide, you know, to make a living. But it's really hard. So yeah, that's what's been happening so far. I can't really think of much more to say anymore. Yeah, I guess that's it then. That's the end of my rambling video vlog. Okay, bye then. See ya.
So this is my first vlog. So hi everybody. So yeah, I have SAD. Not something you want to have at all. I've had it since 5th grade, I think. Yeah, 5th. I can't really remember. Like back in elementary school was the only time I ever remember actually like having friends and being social and all that. And then I switched schools, and everything changed. I changed. I didn't talk to nobody. I mean, I still remember answering questions and asking questions, but over time it just got worse and worse. And I had a couple friends that I stuck to. Changed, you know, and in 8th grade I moved back to my old school, and then and by the time I did that, everyone was it was like in the middle school everyone was grown up and everybody was totally different. And last time I even seen him was elementary, and it was so weird to go back. And by that time I was a totally different person. I was like in this little bubble. I never spoke to anybody. I never asked any questions. I never answered any questions. Like if the teacher called on me or something, I would sit there I sat there and just said I don't know or something like that, and waited till they went to the next person or something. And yeah, sorry, my cat is distracting me. Come here. My kid. He's so cute. You can't resist that little face. But he's spoiled and rotten. High school, I went through a very, very depressive state. I had a lot of things going on with my family and everything, and yeah, like back in middle school, I just thought by the time high school came around, I would get over it, and yeah, sure enough, by high school was it didn't go away. I probably was worse in high school than I was in any other time. Then college came around, and I still didn't make any friends. And by this time, I should have had a job, going to college and everything, and I didn't get one because of I was too scared to go in to get an application and go into the interview, and I knew I would have to work with people, and I just didn't want to. And I just turned 21 last couple weeks ago, and no job yet. I actually just applied like yesterday to work over Christmas break. Just for, I don't even know if I'll get it or not. I just felt like doing it. If just something to do. It's actually like answering the phone and like taking orders. But I thought, what the heck? I need to do something. I actually decided to get a therapy, and that actually helps a lot, believe it or not. Some people think, oh, I don't want to go because they're too embarrassed, or they think it won't help, and the reality is, it probably depends what kind of person you are and everything, and really, it's kind of like venting, and they just sit there and listen to you, and they give support, and I mean, it's really nice to know that nice to just tell somebody about it and not even getting just get some feedback and everything. And I never thought I would take medication for any depression or social anxiety, but I actually finally decided to look into it, and I'm on generic brand of Zoloft, and I'm on my 4th week, 5th week actually. I think it's my 5th week, and I don't really notice any mental, the first few weeks was, oh my god. You gotta get through the first couple weeks before you judge it, because the first couple weeks are really bad. You have the side effects all happen in the first couple weeks, and if you can get through that, then you're in there. But so I'm on week 5, and all that's over with, so I'm pretty relieved about that. But as far as you're supposed to feel changes in the 4th or 6th week, and I do see myself talking in times I wouldn't be talking. And I did a speech I actually did a speech today, and I think I did pretty good, better than other times. So yeah. But I mean, it's actually, but mainly it's for my social anxiety, but I mean, it's really not helping with my depression and all. I still feel sad and everything, but I think it's a little bit helping with my social anxiety. A little bit, but I still don't feel like I can go out and just, I still don't feel like I can go out and just talk to anyone or go on forever with a conversation. I still gonna be some work to do. I hate going up to people and just saying hi to them. If they came up to me and said hi, I'd be like, I just would smile and say, oh, whatever, hi. Not like that, but whatever. But I think that's all for today, guys. So if you want to comment me or message me or whatever, so yeah. See ya.
Hi, this is the second time I'm recording this because the first time it didn't have any audio. So, my name is Gabe. I've had social anxiety disorder since I was a kid. I guess I was mostly just shy as a kid. The disorder didn't really develop until probably late high school or college, and that's when it got really bad, and I was pretty alone, and my social awkwardness kind of prevented me from having friends and developing relationships. I think I've gotten better in some respects. There are certain areas where I haven't. The worst is when I'm talking with a group of people. For example, at work, I have meetings at least weekly, and it's with managers and co-workers, and it's in a big table, a big conference room, and we're all expected to participate, to talk, to bring up any ideas, to voice any concerns. I'm really not able to do that most of the time. I mostly keep to myself, and I think it's probably affecting my position there. I think the managers don't view me as capable as I really am. I'm definitely a lot smarter than I seem to present myself. And they know I work hard, so that's not an issue. But my social anxiety is bad. In job descriptions, they always say must be able to communicate well. That's never been a success for me. I've never been able to really communicate well, and I do know that is very key to working in a business. So I want to improve that for my job. I want to communicate better so that I can move up in my company, so that I can be highly regarded, so I can have more respect, and so that I can have have a closer connection with my coworkers. Kind of get to know them more, have fun, joke around. I think my social anxiety prevents me from doing that sometimes. Besides work, I want to improve on being more relaxed and talking more calmly, talking more freely with friends, with friends of friends, with people I don't know, just so that I can get to know someone more instead of just having them become acquaintances that I say hello on every now and then. I don't feel like I make close connections. Part of that is because, I would say most of it is because of my social anxiety. It prevents me from talking about football as I do, talking about the news, being funny. So I want to improve on that. I think I have a lot of interests. I'm pretty open-minded, and there's no reason why I shouldn't have many friends. Because right now I don't really. So I've tried overcoming social anxiety several times before. I've gone to a psychiatrist. I've been to a therapist. I've never really improved much. I don't think they've really helped. I've taken medication. I think I need to ask for Xanax or something, or Klonopin, because I do think that I do need help from medication. I know that medication alone isn't going to solve this social anxiety, but I know it'll help, and I know it'll give me a boost when I'm in those social situations and I become very tense and my heart starts beating faster and my vocal cords are tight and I can't speak up as I usually do. So I'm going to ask for medication. I'm going to talk with a psychiatrist. I haven't talked to one in a couple of years, so we'll see how that goes. I have a couple of friends from a social anxiety message board that I talk to on Facebook or sometimes on text. So we kind of help each other out sometimes and kind of help get each other through those tough times. I also have another buddy. Never seen him before, but he's from Reddit, and we have some goals for 2012, and we're trying to keep each other accountable and try to keep each other on track or on task to complete our goals. He's in school, so he wants to be reminded, or he wants me to kind of check on him to make sure he's finishing his projects, going to class. He's also working out, trying to lose weight. So we're both trying to cook and work out and be active. So we're both pretty positive and we're both motivated for 2012, and we're both trying to accomplish our own goals. And I think we're doing a good job. We're emailing each other 1 to 2 times a week. So I think that's going pretty well. But my number one goal is social anxiety. I feel like if I can turn this around, I think my whole life will change. I think it'll open up more opportunities. It'll open up more experiences. It'll lead to more friendships. It'll lead to more relationships, better relationships. It'll lead to me enjoying life more. And that's what I want to do. I need to set a plan for it. I have a couple books. I'm going to start writing some notes and possibly talk about them in some of these videos. I'm going to ask for medication, and I'm going to start putting myself out there, and I'm going to start thinking about the next day and thinking about how I can do some sort of social exercise. Say hello to someone in the hallway, or have a conversation with a coworker, or speak up in a meeting, because I'm going to have to push myself little by little. So I appreciate any support that you can give me, and I'll let you know on my progress. Thank you for watching. I'm at the 10-minute mark, so have a good night.
Hi, it's me, Hayla, and I wanted to make a video about something I haven't really talked about that much. I've talked about my depression and my self-harm and all that, but I also suffer from another disorder, and that's social anxiety. And I don't think people really know when they hear social anxiety. They get this kind of idea of what it's like, and they don't really know. People think that people with social anxiety, they just are people who are always alone, who have no friends and don't communicate with anyone ever, and they're just locked up in their room all day and just don't talk to anyone or whatever. And it's not like that at all. Many people living with social anxiety still manage to communicate with others and function, like a normal human being in society, like being able to go to work or go to school and communicating with people and, stuff like that. And, just simple things like going out to the store or whatever, and they can still do that. But it takes a lot of work and a lot of inner strength to be able to overcome the fear of doing that. And I mean, it's different for everyone. I mean, like there, like for me, I don't know, like, okay, I mean, it's everyone experiences things differently. So I'm like gonna talk about a bit about my experience with social anxiety, and you may be able to relate to some of it, and other things you won't. But that doesn't mean that you don't have social anxiety. We experience things in a different way, and everyone just yeah. So I'm just gonna start by reading out, because I found this webpage where like it's like just so people who just don't know anything about social anxiety, and they just don't really know what it's about. So like here it says basically that social anxiety disorder, also known as social phobia, involves intense fear of certain social situations, especially situations that are unfamiliar or in which you feel you'll be watched or evaluated by others. Those social situations may be so frightening that you get anxious just thinking about them, or go to great lengths to avoid them. Underlying social anxiety disorder or social phobia is the fear of being scrutinized, judged, or embarrassed in public. And so anyway, and like here's a list of things, like triggers for social anxiety disorder, social phobia. There are things like meeting new people, and I'm just gonna talk from my own experience. Like I get really, really anxious and nervous and afraid when I meet new people. When I'm around strangers, even if I'm not like talking to them, just and every time I have to interact with strangers or meet new people, like the other day, last Tuesday, I went to this program or this thing that I'm starting. It's called Indie in Icelandic. It's basically just, there are just people like me who have suffered from depression and anxiety and all kinds of things, and that are just trying to get back on track, and it's basically just to get in some kind of routine and stuff, and just being able to open up and be able to interact and communicate with others and stuff. And I mean, and there were like 6 of us, including me, that showed up, and it was like the first time we all met, so it was like, we said our names and blah blah blah, and then I didn't really talk to anyone. We were like doing things with clay and stuff, and they were just telling us how the whole thing would be and stuff. So I didn't really talk to anyone or get to know anyone, since it was just the first time. But like I was like really anxious and really nervous, because I knew that I was going there meeting people, even though it's people that are struggling just like me, that have gone through things that I have gone through, and so we have that common ground. And I'm sure that the more time I go there, and I get to know them. It could be great because, it's people that can understand what you're going through because they're going through the same thing or similar things. And so, but it was really hard for me, and just meeting new people, just being around strangers, and it's just, I have feelings of anxiety and just fear and all sorts of that. And then there's being the center of attention, and that's being watched while doing something, making small talk. It's all something I can relate to. I hate being the center of attention, and I hate being watched while doing something, like even just eating, like going out to a restaurant or just something where I have to do something in public, where I'm like doing something, and maybe I'm sitting at a table and I'm just reading like a magazine or something, and I feel like people are watching me, and people are like watching everything I do, and they're like noticing all these like little details, like what I'm wearing and what kind of facial expressions I'm making, and just all kinds of things, that runs through my mind, and that's like, then those thoughts come, people are judging me. There must be something wrong with me, like I'm doing something wrong, and nothing I do is ever, good enough. And then I just start thinking like that, and it's just crazy, the way that I think. And I think that people are always like watching me and judging me, and then there's public speaking, performing on stage. I haven't sung in front of people, but like public speaking, where I have to, like in school, where I have to do a presentation, and I have to speak in front of everyone in class. That is like one of the worst things that I can imagine, because and like, especially right before I go and give my presentation, I, get really nervous and anxious, and sometimes I even feel a little nauseous, because I'm so afraid, and just of messing up, or maybe it won't be good enough, and, everyone is watching me, and everything, they're gonna notice everything I say and do, and maybe if I, forget something, or if I, say something, stupid, or I just, whatever, and it's just like, talking in front of people is not my thing at all. Like, being teased or criticized, that's exactly the thoughts that come to my mind. Talking with important people or authority figures, I can relate to that. Like, it doesn't happen a lot, where I have to, like, do that, but, when I have to, like, call, I know, like, a doctor or something, it's really, like, I'm always just afraid of saying something stupid, or just not knowing what to say, or whatever, and, anyway, being called on in class, I kind of just talked about that, going on a date. I actually, fun fact about me, I've never been on a date, making phone calls, using public bathrooms. I hate using public bathrooms. I don't do it unless I really have to. And I don't, this is a little personal, but I never do number 2 in public bathrooms unless I just really, really have to. And, taking exams, I can relate to that too. It's really hard. not just studying wise, like, but like when I'm taking exams, I always start thinking like, because I always try to sit in the back, like as far in the back as I can, so that otherwise if I'm sitting like at the front or something, then I feel like everyone is watching me, everyone behind me. I feel like everyone's watching me, and I know it's crazy, it's insane, it's ridiculous, because, I mean, we're taking a freaking test, like, no one is watching me, they're too busy taking their own test, and I know that in my head, but something, like, happens, I don't know what it is, just these crazy thoughts come into my mind, and I know they're not true, and I know it's just bullcrap, but they still come to my mind and they don't go away, and I don't know why. And I feel like everyone is watching me and like wondering, oh, what is she doing now? Like, oh, and just judging me and all these kind of things. And I don't know, it's so weird. And eating or drinking in public, yeah, I talked about that too. Speaking up in a meeting. Never been in a meeting. I mean, I talked about the school thing. Attending parties or other social gatherings, and that is very big. Like for me, I think, and it's even more if it's just a bunch of strangers. Like I went to some, like when I was in school, because I haven't been in school for a while, and there was like these dances or school dances or stuff. I don't know. We don't have like a prom here. We just have like some school dances and stuff that we have. And I don't know. And when I just I think that's easier though, because it's when it's strangers or just someone that people that I don't really know. But when it's like family or relatives, like if it's like a family gathering, whether it's, you know, a birthday, a wedding, a confirmation, or even a funeral, I feel very uncomfortable, especially like in family gatherings. And it's even if it's like a bunch of people, that's okay. But if it's like a smaller, like the other day, I just went to dinner at my uncle's, and because my niece had a birthday, and it was kind of a birthday party for her, and there was dinner, and there were just, you know, not that many people, and it was just, you know, my uncle, his wife, and their daughter, of course, and then there was me, my sister, and mom and dad, and then there was my dad's sister and her husband and their son and his wife and their little son. And so yeah, I don't remember. I mean, yeah, so that's not like many people. And there was a point, like, I mean, it was okay once it got, after a while, like, but at first I felt really uncomfortable. I was lucky that I was so lucky that I had my phone with me, because I was just on my phone, like on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, and like while all the old people were talking about like politics and stuff and whatever, and I was just on my phone, and it was like, it's a good escape when you have your phone with you or something. And, you know, and my sister was studying, and, you know, so I was just alone there on my phone for like, and it was good. And yeah, and that was like kind of hard for a while. And just like, you know, family gatherings, especially if it's like a smaller group, I just feel really uncomfortable. And there are times when I just mostly want to go to the bathroom and cry because I can't handle it. And just things like that. And just having to interact or communicate with people, especially people that I'm not really close to, that's really hard for me. And it's just, so these are like some of my personal experiences with social anxiety, and it's basically just, but I don't like, there was a time when I did spend most of my time in my room just in the computer and, communicating with people online, but, it's okay. It's okay communicating with people online. Like, I really love, there are a lot of things about the internet that are, negative, but a lot of positive things too. Like, I love meeting new people from all over the world, and I've gained some really good friends. Like, 2 of my best friends are people that I met on MySpace, when MySpace was like cool, and one, 2 of my best friends I met there. One is from Belgium and the other one is from Spain. And, I've met people all over the world, from the US, from, Australia, New Zealand, from Africa, South America, just pretty much every continent, and I really love it. Like, it's really fun meeting new people, and especially, and I've, on Facebook, I'm a part of all the, groups, relating to depression and self-harm and social anxiety and stuff, and I've met and, talked to people that are going through the same things I'm going through, and it's really good to talk to someone who, understands what you're going through, because they, have experienced it themselves, and it's really good. I love it, but of course you have to communicate with people other than just online. You have to actually go out and talk to people and stuff, and I do that. I'm not, at least not right now, because I've, gotten the help that I need. It's still a struggle every day. I struggle. I still, like I said, I still feel comfortable, at, meeting strangers or at family gatherings, or just when I have to, do something in public, or especially if it involves someone I don't really know that much. I get really anxious and I feel really uncomfortable, but just with time and practice and just more self-respect, I guess, and it's gonna get better, and I'm gonna go back to school, and eventually I'm gonna get a job, and we're gonna be fine. So I'm not I do communicate with people, and I do go out and do stuff that I need to do, and it's not easy. It's not always easy, but I do it, and I'm getting there, and just so yeah. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about, and I know this video is probably really long, as it usually is with me, but please, I want to know, what you guys think, if you are dealing with social anxiety yourself, or if you know someone who is, please, comment, below, and tell me your story, or if you can relate to some of the things that I just said that, I have experienced with, or if you don't, then just ask anything, and just whatever. And if you if you actually take the time to watch my videos and stuff, and if you are actually interested in, then if you have any suggestions or want me to talk about something specific, please comment, because I'm always open for suggestions and always looking for new things to talk about, so please do that. But anyway, I'm gonna go now, but thank you very much, and I hope to see a lot of comments. So yeah, thank you. Stay strong. Bye.
For today's video, I decided to create my own tag because I never did before and I thought that it was about time. I put together a few questions. They are all related to wishes, and I thought it could be fun for you to watch this video so you get to know me a little bit better, but I also want you to do this video as well. So I will find it and I will look for it and I will enjoy it and I will leave a comment on it. Okay, you get the point. So let's get started. What do you wish you knew when you were younger? This is gonna sound cheesy, but I honestly wish I knew it's okay to be different. I remember this one specific moment in which I was in school and I was about 10 years old and I had to write this letter to Santa Claus asking for gifts. When I gave the letter to my teacher, she stood up in front of everyone. She only read mine and she asked me, why did you wish for these gifts? Because they are more for boys than girls. And every person in the class started making fun of me, calling me tomboy, and I definitely was a bit of a tomboy, but at the time I didn't know it was fine and I thought something was wrong with me and I started crying. I went home. I didn't want to go to school anymore, so I really wish I could just whisper to my old self that it's okay to be different. Question